How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Facebook banning certain people off of their platforms for being far right and dangerous. This list includes Alex Jones, Louis Farrakhan. I'm not really sure how he falls into the far right category, but we get into that. You also have Laura Loomer, Milo and Nehlen, Paul Nehlen, and I think that's it. I've not heard about anybody else. If you know about anybody else that's been banned today, please let me know in the comments below. But let's start from the very top with Alex Jones. Now, I think he had been banned from Facebook previously. That's back when he got banned from everything at once. He got banned from YouTube, Twitter, everywhere pretty much within one day. I'm pretty sure it was a coordinated effort, although they may not admit to that because that could be considered collusion. And you know, in 2019, collusion is now illegal according to the Democratic Party, but I digress. They pretty much banned him all at once, but apparently he was not banned from Instagram, so he was allowed to be there. They also banned Paul Joseph Watson from Facebook, and the reason why they did that is because Paul Joseph Watson, if I'm not mistaken, is still part of InfoWars or is affiliated with them. So in their TOS or whatever statement they released, they said that they may ban certain pages and or people if they know the person that they tried to ban originally or they had banned originally is operating through them. Okay. But that's going to be a problem for the next person, which is Minister Louis Farrakhan, because first of all, Farrakhan will be 86 in like a week. He's an old man. I know for 100% certain Farrakhan is not using any kind of social media himself. It's not him. I'm pretty sure it's one of the people that works with him in Chicago at Mos Mariam or somewhere else. It's not Farrakhan himself. So when you say you banning Louis Farrakhan, what do you really mean? You banning any page that has Louis Farrakhan on it? Or are you banning the Nation of Islam? Now I'll be getting into a religious discussion. Are you going to ban certain religions because they don't align with your particular viewpoint? Because religion should be protected. Religion is a whole different ball game aside from just your personal ideology. And Islam, once you just get away from the Nation of Islam, once you get into Islam, now you're treading on very dangerous grounds. Now, Nation of Islam is not quote unquote proper Islam. Is like an offshoot of it, but they read from the same books. They have a lot of the same teaching. So if you want to ban a religious page of a well-established group like the Nation of Islam, that's going to be a big time problem and you might wind up in court. But for now, I digress. Let's get into this whole far right characterization of Louis Farrakhan. When has Farrakhan ever been considered far right? I don't understand. What does far right really mean? Well, I know what it means. To be far right means that you're for no government, just, one man, one gun, one dog. You out there protect yourself, fend for yourself, anarchy, Mad Max. That's what being far right means. No government, do for self. So when has Farrakhan been considered a far right person? Did Barack Obama think that Louis Farrakhan was far right in 2004 when he took this photo with him? Did he think that? How about Maxine Waters? When Ilhan Omar came under some tight scrutiny for her comments about Israel, talking about it's all about the Benjamins, this, that, and the third, and Farrakhan came to her defense. Did you see Ilhan Omar rebuke him and say, "Oh, I don't want to be affiliated with this far right person. I'm not that, this, that, and the third"? Did you see that? Now, is she going to say it now since she has gotten the support, accepted it, but he has been banned from Facebook for being a dangerous so-called far right person? I mean, where is the sense being made here? There is no sense being made. They want to say that Farrakhan and Alex Jones and Laura Loomer and Milo and Nehlen and other people are dangerous. But focusing on Farrakhan a little bit still here, he's been around since Malcolm X was living. You're talking about the 1960s, and he's been saying the exact same thing since then. So if Farrakhan has been saying the exact same thing, that means that he has been, quote unquote, dangerous according to you. So why is it only now that you're banning him? Not only Alex Jones, Paul Joseph Watson, Farrakhan, but also people like Laura Loomer. Now, where is Laura Loomer's fault here? I don't really understand. How is Laura Loomer dangerous? Is it because she went to Nancy Pelosi's house and they had to drag her away? I thought there was no walls. I thought you could just go wherever, right? No borders, no boundaries. What's wrong with that? She didn't break in the house. She was just outside like a paparazzi. So how is that dangerous? I really don't understand. Has she done any kind of crazy act against somebody? She's just a person, but I think she is looked at in a way as some kind of anti-liberal figure that's becoming very popular on social media that gets up in your face with a microphone and asks you tough questions. That's all I see from her myself. That's why her Instagram tag was Loomered. The whole process of her, getting into your space and asking you questions, that is a process of being Loomered. So I guess because she Loomers people, that's somehow dangerous. I'm not really sure how that's any different than a paparazzi on Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles. I don't get it, but let's get to the next person, and that'll be Milo. Now, Milo is just a controversial figure. To say he's far right is absurd. Their actual definition of far right means anti-brown person, essentially. It's not a real thing. Anti-brown person or too controversial politically. That's what being far right means to them. It doesn't really have any actual true definition or core that you can consistently rely upon. Like I told you earlier, being far right is no government, one man, one dog, fend for yourself. That is a consistent and reliable definition upon which you can hinge your argument on if you make it. But the left, they shift goalposts and change definitions whenever they want. That's pretty much how they play. And it's really weird. But Milo, I just don't get it. He's just somebody that is extremely popular and controversial politically. He uses certain words that you shouldn't use. But, the crazy part about this is I'm hearing a lot of stuff like anti-Semitic and anti-Semite being thrown around as it relates to why these individuals are banned from Facebook. But let's not forget, Milo is Jewish. So is Laura Loomer. So I just don't understand. Now, Paul Nehlen, I don't know a lot about him. If you know more about him, let me know in the comments. But they said that he was an anti-Semite that tried to run for Congress and failed. It's really kind of a weird thing. I think the main thing here with Facebook is money. They don't want to have any kind of negative article written about these individuals and have that affect their platform financially. Because if Washington Post or New York Times, LA Times, whatever, come out and they write a so-called expose about Farrakhan, which is ridiculous because, like I said, Farrakhan's been around since Malcolm X was living. You talking about 50 years or more, saying the exact same thing to the exact same people for the exact same reason in the exact same place in the same mosque in Chicago. They may still do an expose right now in 2019. So the folks that are on Facebook, the staff, are going to have to deal with the media and the coverage that may affect the advertisers that come in and buy ads to keep the whole platform going. So I think that just might be the long and short of it. It's not about them being dangerous or far right or having harmful views. It really just boils down to money, because like I said, if it was about them being dangerous, Farrakhan would have been gone. He's been saying the same thing since before there was even an internet, before there was a mobile phone, before all of this. He's been saying the exact same thing. And how are you really going to ban him? He's 86 years old almost. What are you going to do? You're going to ban Nation of Islam? Now you got a whole thing about religion. Alex Jones, they were just trying to get him off of Instagram because they already took him off of Facebook. Laura Loomer, Milo, Paul Joseph Watson, in my humble opinion, are just kind of like collateral damage because of who they're kind of affiliated with. So that is pretty much all I got. What say you? Do you think that these people deserve to get deplatformed from Facebook, which also includes Instagram, possibly WhatsApp, and whatever other thing that they own? If so, please explain to me why in the comments below. If not, explain to me why. You know where I stand. I think this is really silly. They didn't deserve to get deplatformed. It's not about what they're trying to say. It's not about danger. It's not about safety. It's not about anti-Semitic or nothing. It's about trying to preserve money, trying to preserve their platform. On one hand, they have the right to do it because it's a private business. They could do whatever they want. On the other hand, people that are on Facebook, that content create, that depend upon these social media platforms should get more transparency as to what is actually happening. If I am not suitable for you, if my content is not going in the right direction, just let me know. So then at that point, I can decide whether to continue on and investing time and energy into the platform or not, because these platforms take time to build up. It's not just Facebook giving you a ready-made platform. All they give you is a blank slate and the tools to be able to build it with their captive audience. Once you build that platform to a certain level, it becomes very valuable, but it took time, energy, resources, money to be able to do it. So it's really unfair to pretty much just keep taking ad dollars and money and time from a person and then remove them from the site in one fell swoop. But that is pretty much all I got. So whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.